their brand depends on it. It's a commercial enterprise, but I was told that she went to some considerable lengths to try to reel him back in, because he's been making sounds about wanting to leave her.
Despite being booted from the Invictus Games, the Meghan Markle PR is in overdrive. Windswept, she leaked to the paparazzis as she arrived back on a private jet after leaving Prince Harry behind. Of course, she had to post about it on Instagram. Taste of Canada and the Invictus Games for our little ones, cheering you on from home. But this departure does mean that Meghan and Harry are not together for Valentine's Day. He'll be happy he had to take a day off after all of the madness in Vancouver and Whistler to recover from the difficult period with his wife. But check this out. They are so desperate to prove everything is okay, they are now even briefing the media about their Valentine's gift. Hello, magazine, this time. So what is really going on? The woman who knows is Lady Colin Campbell, and I am delighted she joins me now. And Lady C, I have to say, you are looking very beautiful today. You're dressed up.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Listen, I have some news for you.
Oh, good.
William and Catherine are arriving in Mystique today.
Wow.
So let's be the first to go with that.
Brilliant. Oh, how nice for them.
They're joining her parents.
And would that be their first holiday, Lady C, since her cancer diagnosis? Certainly foreign holiday.
Yeah.
Well, I think she deserves that. I think she deserves that because she has been doing some absolutely incredible work since her comeback, visiting a prison this week. And I'm going to admit I'm a little bit jealous because I wouldn't mind having some winter sun. Lady C, right about now. It's the perfect time to go. And look, I mean, goodness, I guess their picture of happiness on holiday in Mystique for Valentine's Day, in stark contrast with Harry and Meghan, who had this terrible few days at the Invictus Games where they were unable to control a lot of their emotions even in public, and now we're meant to believe that it's all fine even though they're spending Valentine's Day apart. What are you hearing, Lady C?
Well, I'm actually hearing it's all very up and down, but also she didn't go back totally because they were rowing, which of course we all know they were. And, you know, I mean, she can't even contain her disdain would be a better word, of him, even in public now. So, I mean, the photographs that have captured her looking at him with absolute loathing and disdain. And then when she sees a camera, but my understanding, there is a huge problem going on with Netflix, which I'm afraid I'd been told about by one of my Hollywood royalty connections, but I don't want to say too much about it because she's tried to do something and tried to get, and Netflix has blocked her from doing it. But if I go into it, it might give her an opportunity to retrieve the situation. So I don't want to give her the opportunity to retrieve the situation. But there are huge problems with Netflix. And that's also why she's gone back, I'm told. It's not, I mean, they're delighted to be apart because really, you know, to maintain the act to any great extent is very, very onerous for both of them. I mean, she's a better actress than he's an actor because, I mean, his misery and his disinterest is just palpable. But I think it's not only that. I think she's trying to retrieve a certain situation unsuccessfully, it has to be said. She's not going to be able to retrieve it. But I don't want to say more than that, Dan. I'm sorry to be so mysterious, but if I so love H, and I love nothing more than letting him run around the palace saying, I love PJs.
And what do you make of the fact that they are now so desperate, Lady C, to prove that their love is so strong? They're having to call up Hello magazine, which has become their new favorite, to literally reveal their Valentine's Day gift, even where it's come from. So apparently it's a pair of earrings from one of her favorite Californian-based jewelers, Maya Brenner. It was the same place where he purchased the earrings from last year, and the brand has even confirmed to Hello that he spent £3,240. This is so tacky, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also marching. It's tacky, it's marching, it's commercial, it's, you can depend on it. If they are doing that, he did not cough up 3,000 or whatever pounds. How these things work is you either get them for cost or you get them for nothing. And I don't, so it's they are a commercial enterprise, and Valentine's Day is just another opportunity to push commercially. But also, Meghan's taste in jewelry, I have to tell you, is so itsy bitsy. I mean, it's very, very jean fille, and she's not a teenager. She's not a young girl. She's a middle-aged woman, but she has all these itsy bitsy little pieces of jewelry trailing all about the place, as if she's 15 years old. But I suppose since they're most likely getting kickbacks in one way or the other, it makes sense, because they're saying that he bought it, not only did he most likely not buy it, but they most likely paid them to say that it was bought. I mean, Dan, that's how this sort of thing works.
Oh, of course. But the thing that I just find hilarious, Lady C, is they know what a disaster the week has been. Their staff are desperately trying to find a way to turn things around. So they've even made Harry give this interview to People magazine, where he gushed about how special it was to have Meghan by his side. He said, I love that she is by my side, but then he had to take a day off to unwind. He's also obviously speaking about the children, which we'll come to later. But this is not normal, is it, for Harry to now have to try and convince People magazine that everything's okay?
But their brand depends on it. It's a commercial enterprise, but I was told that she went to some considerable lengths to try to reel him back in, because he's been making sounds about wanting to leave her. And I mean, I've gathered that in the what I think it's called legacy media or whatever, they've been saying in the last few days, but I said this a week or two ago on my show, that I was told that he's been overheard telling her he wants to leave. And also he told her that, I think that, I can't remember exactly how it was put to me, but along the lines of, and Trump's right about you, you are horrible.
Well, I mean, I guess maybe he's finally realized, but as you say, It's very up and down. He's very hot and cold. What I think is undeniable, Lady C, is that he is very frustrated by her new incarnation as an influencer. He hates her filming everything. And there were times when he was visibly frustrated.
Well, it's akin to an Orthodox priest married to a prostitute. I mean, the whole thing is so bizarre and incompatible. Everybody knows that Harry basically doesn't like the press. Harry basically, and quite rightly, doesn't want his life to be a Truman show. I mean, that's what he said, and I have no doubt that he's absolutely sincere in that regard. And Meghan has turned their life into a down market version of the Truman Show. And, you know, the whole business of now posting everything on Instagram, it's so tacky, Dan. I mean, you know that there's a level in the world that, I'm trying to be delicate about this, exists way beyond and above anything to do with the media. And that in that world, publicity is regarded as something to be tolerated at best and used when necessary, but thereafter completely avoided. And she is the absolute opposite. I mean, I get why he finds it so distasteful. I'd find it distasteful as well.
But first, we've been told our whole lives that wrinkle creams were the easiest way to look younger. Now, one doctor says that's nothing but old news. So this is Dr. John Lake. He is the world-renowned Beverly Hills beauty expert, and he believes that most wrinkle fixes on the market are nothing but glorified moisturizers. He says they hardly make a dent on your appearance. Some can even be harmful to your skin. Now, recently, Dr. Lake has focused his attention away from mainstream cosmetic practices so he can pursue a revolutionary anti-aging breakthrough, one that some experts say could empty the wallets of the cosmetic industry. One said it's almost like Photoshop for your face. You may even be mad after seeing how easy it is to visibly erase your wrinkles from view. His personal clients have dubbed his new do-it-yourself technique the age rewinder method because it can take years or even decades off your appearance in under 2 minutes. So in light of this amazing breakthrough, Dr. Lake has released a step-by-step video to the public. It's free and uninterrupted where he outlines exactly how to use this simple solution from home. And Dr. Lake says if it even helps one person look younger or feel more confident, he will be thrilled knowing he helped. Now, you won't be surprised to learn that video's gone viral. It's been shared on Facebook, racked up over 2.3 million views, and the comments and feedback have been outstanding. Thousands of women report they look decades younger. Let me share one of the comments from you. Best results of anything I've used. I can't believe how well this works. I'll never stop using this. I don't understand how it works, but the results are great. Thank you. So you can find out much more about this yourself right now. Go to bhmd1.com/outspoken or click on the link in the description box below. I'll repeat the address for you, bhmd1.com/outspoken. Now, there is one thing Dr. Lake asks from his viewers. If watching this video helps you look and feel younger than you have in years, then please share this video with your friends and loved ones. Together, we have the power to help as many women reclaim a youthful look as possible. So go watch the video at bhmd1.com/outspoken or just click on the link in the description box below. But now, back to the show. Oh my God, yeah. And I mean, he couldn't take a moment. Plus, he knows there's a real irony in the fact that he is constantly campaigning to protect his privacy when he now has a wife who is absolutely hell-bent on revealing all of their most private moments. And the only reason she went back to Instagram, Lady C, is because everything else has failed, including American Riviera Orchard, which was meant to be the big launch, but now has been almost just placed in the too hard basket, as I put it. But look, Revealing the Narc has been doing some really good work, actually, finding some of the moments that show how troubled things are. And I wanted to show you this post and then the video connected to it, Lady C. So they wrote, best friends don't just have your back, they take the middle chair. The perfectly timed interception, exaggerated PDA blocked. And you will see in this video, the man literally runs to sit in the middle of Harry and Meghan so that they do not, or so that Harry doesn't have to put up with another PDA. And she doesn't want it. You can see she doesn't want it, Lady C. So it's fascinating, isn't it?
Well, you know, she obviously has never heard the expression, a man convinced against his will is of the same conviction still. She's trying to convince the world that everything is honky-dory in the marriage and that she loves him, except, of course, when the cameras are off and she shows her loathing and disdain. And that he loves her so much that she has, I mean, I was told that she was overheard saying to him, big smiles, big smiles, big smiles. You know, because he's not playing the role the way she requires him to play it. But I also was told that she has reeled him back in to the extent that it's capable of reeling him in at the moment. And what's really ominous from her point of view is that she's not reeled him in the way she could, with the totality that she used to be able to reel him in. I mean, you can see she's losing control, absolute control over him. I mean, she's still obviously intimidating him, but she's lost the ability to entrance and have total control over him, which is healthy from his point of view. I mean, I'm not saying that he hasn't colluded with her, but to an extent, he is definitely worthy of pity, not sympathy, pity, because he is really, of all that we can see and all what we hear, he is a victim of collusive, is it called collusive control? I think that's what it's called.
Coercive control. Yeah, there's definitely been coercive control going on. But at the same time, I still say so much of this is on him. And the fact that he does run so hot and cold means that actually he's creating even more of a monster, because we saw this week just the desperation in terms of Meghan's behavior because she's so determined to turn it around. I mean, Lady C, let's just have a watch because I'm fascinated to know what you think of this video. For example, when he seems to almost be cackling with joy at her faux fear when she's going down the slopes. Let's watch.
Handles there.
No.
Okay, let me know when we're clear on 4.
And you just keep your body weight back?
Yeah, body weight back, bum up, and go. 3, 2.
No, I really don't want to do it.
Yeah,
Go,
okay.
come on, you'll be absolutely fine.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
Oh my
You'll be
God.
fine.
Ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
We
Keep your feet up.
Feet up, feet up, feet up.
What do you think's going on there, Lady C?
Well, listen to her howling like a banshee. But also, Dan, I imagine you pick up what I'm picking up there. Everything is at full tilt, full drama, full excitement with both of them. It's exhausting to have to live like that. And I mean, she is such an actress. a very bad actress, but she is such an actress.
Yeah, but it's so bad we can all see it. I mean, that was totally acting. She wasn't scared. You know, she spent loads of time on the slopes. It was totally put on.
Yeah, but it also gets the message across that she's vulnerable and that she's sensitive and that she needs to be protected and that everybody needs to protect her because she's such a delicate and sensitive flower. I mean, the woman is offensive. She's such a phony. And you would have imagined that being an actress, that she'd have learned to actually fake it sufficiently to not make it so obvious that she is a total phony. But she doesn't. It's amazing. And it's no wonder that she was never a very successful actress, because being number 6 on the call sheet is limited success, but it's not great success. I mean, I know Andrew Morton and the British media initially was saying that she was a Hollywood star, but she was never a Hollywood star.
No, not even close. Not even close. She wasn't even close to a Hollywood star. She was begging to get invited to the big Hollywood events, and they simply wouldn't have her. There was something else I found really unsavory. Oh, yes, please. Please.
You've still been trying to get invited to the big Hollywood events.
Yep. The Oscars don't want her. The Oscars do not want her.
Exactly. They don't want her. She's been desperately trying behind the scenes, and she is failing so far. And it's not the first time, but I suspect maybe it's the last time.
Well, of course, because after the disaster tourism stunt in Hollywood, she's now toxic too. But there was something I thought that was really unsavory. I just wanted to share it with you. So you know how she has this freckles line, okay, which was a beautiful line actually given to her by her father, Thomas Markle. And she pulled it out again at the games where she told these young boys, you know what they say, a face without freckles is a night without stars. And I just wonder, Lady C, how can she be so callous to publicly use her father's catchphrases without even having a moment to think of how sad it is that her own father is languishing without having met her children?
There are claims circulating that Meghan Markle's PR operation is in overdrive, with suggestions she has gone to considerable lengths to try to reel Prince Harry back in amid rumors of tension following recent public appearances. Commentators suggest that Harry and Meghan's relationship is under renewed scrutiny after they were seen apart during Valentine's Day, following what some describe as a difficult period around the Invictus Games in Vancouver and Whistler. Reports in celebrity media have added fuel to speculation, with claims that both are actively briefing the press to maintain an image of unity, including stories about Valentine's Day gifts and personal gestures. But questions remain. What is really going on behind the scenes? To discuss this, we're joined by royal commentator Lady Colin Campbell. Lady C, good to see you. Let's start with what's being reported. Are Harry and Meghan really presenting a carefully managed public image right now? It's all very up and down. I've heard she didn't return purely because of conflict, but there are clearly issues. You can see tensions in public appearances, and there are moments where her body language suggests real frustration. There are also wider problems being discussed behind the scenes, particularly involving commercial arrangements and streaming deals. I can't go into too much detail, but there are definitely complications. There's also talk they are working hard to control the narrative through media outlets like Hello Magazine, even down to Valentine's Day gifts and personal details. What do you make of that? It's commercial. Their brand depends on it. Everything is monetized. If these stories are being planted, then it's part of a wider strategy. But I also think Meghan's aesthetic choices are very calculated. Everything is curated. Everything is presented. Nothing is accidental. Some observers say Harry looks increasingly uncomfortable with the level of publicity Meghan embraces, especially her social media use and constant content creation. Harry fundamentally dislikes the press. He has said he wants privacy. He does not want his life to be a Truman Show. Meghan, on the other hand, has created exactly that. Constant posting, constant updates, everything public. That clash is obvious. It's incompatible, and yes, I can understand why he would find it uncomfortable. There are claims that Harry has become increasingly frustrated, even taking time away to recover from recent pressures. I think there is tension. I've also heard claims he has expressed a desire to leave, though I cannot verify that directly. What I will say is that the dynamic appears unstable. It shifts, very hot and cold. Do you think Meghan still has control over Harry? You can see she is still trying to manage situations, but it is not as complete as it once was. That is very noticeable. From Harry's perspective, if what is being reported is accurate, he is in a very difficult emotional position. But at the same time, he is also part of the dynamic. These situations are rarely one-sided. There was a recent clip from a skiing holiday showing exaggerated reactions and what some interpreted as staged behavior. What did you think? Everything is at full performance level, full drama, full expression. She is very much performing. The problem is, it doesn't always look authentic. If you're going to act, you have to be good at it, otherwise people see through it, and I think many people do. There's also discussion that Meghan has struggled to maintain strong Hollywood support and influence. She has tried very hard to position herself in Hollywood, but it hasn't fully worked. She is not regarded as a major Hollywood figure. She has had publicity, yes, but sustained industry support is another matter. Hollywood is very selective. It supports what it can use. When it no longer sees value, it moves on. A brief word from our sponsor. A leading Beverly Hills skincare expert, Dr. John Lake, claims most wrinkle products on the market are simply advanced moisturizers with limited visible effects. He has developed a method some are calling a visual age rewinding technique, which he claims can temporarily reduce the appearance of wrinkles in minutes. A free instructional video explaining the method has gone viral, attracting millions of views and significant online discussion. To learn more, viewers are directed to an external informational page. This is a sponsored message. There is clearly tension, there are competing agendas, and there is a strong focus on public image. But beneath all of that, you can see strain. The relationship dynamic appears uneven and increasingly difficult to maintain in public. There was also a moment where Meghan referenced a phrase originally associated with her father during a public appearance. Some viewers felt that was inappropriate given their estranged relationship. That kind of behavior can be interpreted as emotionally detached. If someone is estranged from a parent but continues to use personal material publicly, it raises questions about sensitivity. There is clearly tension, there are competing agendas, and there is a strong focus on public image. But beneath all of that, you can see strain. The relationship dynamic appears uneven and increasingly difficult to maintain in public. There is clearly tension, there are competing agendas, and there is a strong focus on public image. But beneath all of that, you can see strain. The relationship dynamic appears uneven and increasingly difficult to maintain in public. There is clearly tension, there are competing agendas, and there is a strong focus on public image. But beneath all of that, you can see strain. The relationship dynamic appears uneven and increasingly difficult to maintain in public. There is clearly tension, there are competing agendas, and there is a strong focus on public image. But beneath all of that, you can see strain. The relationship dynamic appears uneven and increasingly difficult to maintain in public. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and follow the podcast version for daily updates and interviews.